Hey everybody, it's Aaron and welcome to the House of Aaron. You may know me from the Life of Aaron or the Chris and Aaron show. I'm coming back to you guys with an all new channel. You guys are probably thinking, why does he have a fifth channel now? I know, I do the most. I can't help it. I'm sorry, but I'm back. So this channel is called the House of Aaron. This is gonna be like my main channel, okay? So I have the Life of Aaron, okay, which is the vlog channel, which you can get my life. And then this is gonna be the House of Aaron, where I do my shit talking, basically. We're gonna talk celebrity hot topics. We're gonna do current events. And on this channel also, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I am a huge politics fanatic, okay? I love politics, I love history, I love government, I love all that type of stuff. So we're also going to be talking lots of politics on this page too. And I just had to make this because one, talking is just a passion of mine. I love talking about stuff. And whenever I see things on Instagram, like I follow all these news pages on Instagram, NBC, CNN, Neighborhood Talk, Shade Room, Baller Alert, Hollywood Unlocked. And every time something interesting pops up on Instagram, I'm under the comments like, oh my God, what are they doing? And so I was like, you know what? Instead of being an Instagram thug, I need to channel this energy into a YouTube channel, get back to the shits. Some of you may know me from the Chris and Aaron show, where we used to do something similar. We had a segment on there called Entertainment Tea, where we would just do all the celebrity hot topics and stuff like that. And now I'm coming back to that, okay? So I hope you guys join me on this journey. This is my second go round filming this video, because the first time I was lit. Yeah, the first time I was lit, I looked crazy. My eyes were like this, and I was slurring my words, and I was being mad extra. Nope, we cannot do this. We gotta scrap it. And I decided to name it the House of Aaron because, you know, Pose, House of Evangelista, House of Winter. Pose was just in my head, so I was just like, House of Aaron, and it kind of goes with Life of Aaron. And in the intro video, the beat that's in the intro card, my brother made, okay? He's an artist, he makes beats, he does music and stuff like that. So I will definitely link all of his stuff in the description box below. All right, so let's get started with our hot topics for the day. So first up on the docket, okay, Queen Supreme Court. Okay, this is my courtroom. Okay, so first up we have Nicki Minaj. She is a mess. Disclaimer, I'm a huge Nicki Minaj fan. Like, that's my girl. We here, okay? We see each other. But as of lately, me and Nicki Minaj, we haven't been seeing eye to eye, and I'm not understanding what's really going on with her. But, you know, she's doing Cream Radio, and she's going in on Joe Budden and complaining about this, going in on DJ Academic, saying everything about Charlemagne. It's a mess. So I'm just going to insert a clip right here so y'all know what's going on.
Well, since he's maybe not speaking, I'll say to the drug use thing, on some of your personal records, you've made reference to a few of those
and
things.
what rapper hasn't?
No, I'm not.
And this is not even whether or not you do or don't.
It
doesn't. It's not a matter if you do or you don't do drugs. It's a matter of people, certain people being called out about it.
Past is littered with it. Who gives a fuck what she popped? But don't sit here and say you ain't popped a fucking pill.
I never said that.
An apple.
I never said that, you dumb fuck. I never said that, you dumb fuck.
Don't do that,
nigga. Are you that fucking dumb? Are you that fucking dumb? You ain't hear what the fuck I said?
You asked
Cut
me.
his fucking mic. Since he want to be fucking dumb. Now you want to be fucking dumb, nigga. Now you want to be fucking dumb.
I just kind of feel like, Nicki, you need to be above it all. You're too old. You're close to 40 to be acting like this. And it's entertaining, okay? I tune in to Queen Radio for the mess. But I kind of feel like Queen Radio has gotten a little bit too messy, and I'm not here for it. Moving right along to Nicki Minaj and Trina, I'm very disappointed because y'all know the story. Trina's A&R came out and was upset because Baps, the song that Trina and Nicki Minaj did together on Trina's The One album, which nobody bought and nobody listened to, he's complaining because Nicki Minaj did not promote the single and did a whole interview with Funky Dineva, okay? And when I tell you that interview was so messy, I was just like, It was so messy. And then soon after that, Bobby Lights, the dude from Love and Hip Hop, he's also Trina's cousin, went on Instagram and was like, I don't care what any of the barbs gotta say. I'm not gonna worship Nicki Minaj. And I guess they're just upset because Nicki Minaj didn't do that much promotion and advertisement for the song Babs. But yet she was really quick to hop on a song with Meg Thee Stallion, Hot Girl Summer, which I actually do like the Hot Girl Summer song. I think it's a really good song. I don't know, it's just real, like, kind of chill. It's like a chill song, but it's a turn up song all mixed into one. It's like you can chill to it, but you can also twerk to it. But yeah, they get upset because I guess people saying, oh, Nicki Minaj trying to ride Megan's wave, da da da. Trina, I know you're the baddest bitch, but you ain't that bitch. You just don't have it like that no more. And I'm not taking anything away from Trina, but I'm just saying, like, girl, like, come on. Nicki Minaj is a businesswoman, and she's only gonna do things. She's not in the business of doing favors. She's in the business of making money. Apparently, word on the street is Nicki Minaj said that Trina did not have the budget, and that's why she didn't do the video. I mean, look at Bobby Lights. Look at Trina's A&R. Hell, look at Trina, okay? Y'all look like y'all don't got no budget. So, and y'all know Nicki Minaj, she doesn't do, now, I will say her videos aren't even all that, because at the end of the day, we want to talk about quality video, award-winning videos that are worthy of, like, VMAs. Cardi B got that on lock. But at the same time, Nicki Minaj be doing her thing with her video. You can tell she has somewhat of a budget, even though when she lit up the car on fire in Megatron, that was so low budget. That was the cheapest, craziest thing I'd ever saw in a Nicki Minaj video ever. And Hard White was also a very cheap, whack video. Yeah, Trina girl, you did not have the budget, so you cannot get mad. The A&R cannot get mad. Bobby Lights bitch ass cannot get mad. Y'all, why is like this whole side of me, like, it's real shadowy right there? Is that gonna be an issue? I don't know. I have a chin, like I promise. It's just like dark, like right there. Yeah, she went on live talking about, I can speak for myself. I don't need people to talk on my behalf, this, that, and the third. And I just kind of feel like, girl, go and sit down, try again. It ain't working. Speaking of other female rappers trying to get at Nicki Minaj, Remy Ma, who we all know did Sheether, went in on Nicki Minaj. That was what, 2-3 years ago? She came back off the woodwork. Y'all know she's on this show called State of the Culture with Joe Budden in them. And she's actually, when it comes to commenting on, I just find it funny that, you know, she dissed Nicki Minaj, but now she has an entire job where she has to comment on the state of the culture, and a part of the culture is Nicki Minaj. So you have to talk about Nicki Minaj knowing that you had this whole beef with her in the past. And it's kind of weird. She is very fair when it comes to Nicki. Like, she doesn't go in on Nicki. She doesn't, you know, go for her neck, because she knows that people are going to go after her. And I kind of feel like Remy has found her place in the industry as far as like talk commentating goes. She said, you know what, I'm gonna step back. My music ain't selling. Sheether didn't do nothing for me. She thought that this and Nicki Minaj was gonna take her to the top of the charts, which it did for like 2 days. But she realized that it wasn't enough to sustain, because the record with Chris Brown didn't do nothing. The record with Lil Kim didn't do nothing. But anyways, yeah, so Remy and Joe Budden were talking about the whole situation with Nicki Minaj going in on Joe Budden, because I guess he had said some lies. He had told lies on his show about Nicki Minaj and how she knew, she did or she didn't know that Cardi was going to be on the song. I guess Joe Budden in the past alluded to the fact that Nicki Minaj was on powder, and Remy Ma actually took up for Nicki Minaj. So check this out.
I watched it. And I got some of the things that she was saying, because I know how that feels, to feel like people that were supposed to be your friends or people that you thought was cool with you, and then they say some left field shit, you be like, damn, like I thought we was all right. I know that feeling. It's upsetting. It makes you angry. It makes you want to come for them.
You know, I'm really confused on why Remy Ma had an issue with Nicki Minaj in the first place. Like, it just kind of doesn't make any sense. I'm not even sure why she put Sheether out, because, I don't know, I just kind of feel like, why does every female rapper come for Nicki? I don't understand it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I think she just wanted clout, and she couldn't get it. And now she back on the queen side, so it's just like, what's really going on? I applaud Remy for, you know, being fair, sticking up for Nicki Minaj, because at the end of the day, the men are running the industry. It's gonna do y'all more justice if y'all get along than it is if y'all start beefing. Like, it's cute at first, it's cute, you know, to sell a record or two. In the long haul, y'all need to team up. Y'all need to work together, just like how Megan and Nicki did. They started working together and all that type of stuff. Their song went #1 on iTunes. They debuted it #1 on Rolling Stone. So Remy, I guess shouts out to you. I guess. moving on. So Cardi B has this friend that literally no one has ever heard of. Never heard of this girl before. Her name is Star Brim. So Star Brim is Cardi B's best friend from the strip club. I guess they were stripping together, they was drugging men together, they was stealing together, they was doing all this type of, allegedly doing all this type of stuff together. Now that Cardi B is a Grammy Award winning artist, she's #1 on Billboard, she's doing this, that, and the third, they've continued to be best friends and they got each other's backs or whatever. I even heard that Star Brim has like taken a rap for a lot of the crimes that Nicki was supposed to be indicted for, and apparently she was also in jail too, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But this Star Brim girl, Cardi B's best friend, has a podcast. Okay, it's this new podcast. It's called Keeping It Butte. Okay, Keeping It Butte. What she really needs to do is be keeping it on mute. Girl, we don't care. And guess what she's talking about on this podcast? Nicki Minaj and Raw Ali. And word on the street is that Raw Ali and Nicki Minaj ain't even cool no more. Okay, but that's a different conversation. Nicki, why do you always have to be in a beef and fall out with your best friends? And it's kind of like Blac Chyna. Like, what are you doing, girl? Yeah, so this Keeping It Butte girl, you know, I guess, what is that? Are they Bloods? Are they Crips? I don't know. When they change all the words that start with a C and, you know, put a B in it. I kind of do that sometimes. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do that, but like when people be like, oh, where you at, I be like, oh, I'm at the crib. I only do it for crib because I don't like to say, oh, I'm at the crib. Like, that's lame. And oh, I'm at the house is like basic, so I just be like, oh, I'm at the crib. Star Brim has a podcast. Of course, she was talking about the whole Harper's Bazaar situation again when Cardi threw that shoe at that ass, okay? And I think Star Brim was in prison at the time. And while she was in prison, she was spilling a lot of tea. They were spitting in her food because she was Cardi B's best friend. They were beating her up. They were harassing her. Apparently, she almost got sexually assaulted in prison. And I'm not even sure, like, what she particularly went to jail for, but it just sounded rough. It sounded rough. Like, I could never go to prison. I'm just too, I could never, like, I don't know, I would just drop dead just right then and there because I can't even just fathom the fact that I'm in here with like murderers and freaking rapists. But yeah, so while she was in prison, the whole Harper's Bazaar situation happened. And she said, Star Brim, this is her words, not mine. She said that if she was there, she would have spanked. Okay, that's how you know she's from New York. She would have spanked Raw Ali, and if she had the opportunity, she would have spanked Nicki Minaj as well. Although Nicki Minaj is, you know, surrounded by all those people with the security and whatnot, she would have tried to spank Nicki Minaj too. And I literally just thought about something. How did Raw Ali, I guess she was riding the coattails of Nicki that night, but was she even invited to the Harper's Bazaar event? Like, would they even invite her? So everybody is like gawking over this podcast or whatever. And I'm like, girl, first off, this is old news. We don't need you to be bringing up this Harper's Bazaar event again. Okay, we've already rehashed it. And I don't know what it is about this Nicki and Cardi thing, but it's like the gift that keeps on giving. Like, it will not go away. No matter how much time has passed, it just keeps being brought up and brought up and brought up and brought up. She brought it up to like get listeners, to get plays for her podcast, because it's just like, girl, you're trying to get clout, because why else are you mentioning this Cardi and Nicki fight? Like, who honestly cares? Like, it's old. Some new developments came out. Apparently there are some DMs between Cardi's best friend Star Brim and Nicki's best friend Raw Ali. So yeah, I'm gonna put the DMs like right here or somewhere right here, okay, so that y'all can look at them. But basically, it's the DMs between Raw Ali and Star Brim, and they're basically like going at each other, and they're talking about, oh, do you want to link? No cops, no cameras. I guess they trying to fight or something, which is so stupid. Like, aren't y'all like 50 years old? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So now the beef has transferred from Cardi to Nicki to their best friends, and it's just a mess. All right, moving on. So we're gonna move on to some more positive news. Normani and this motivation video. Congratulations to Normani. She is one of the breakout stars from the group Fifth Harmony. She has been doing a lot of stuff in the industry lately. She's had collaborations with Calvin Harris, Khalid. She's did stuff with Sam Smith, and now she has finally left those features behind. Thank God, because I was sick of that. I was just like, girl, when is you gonna come out with something just be yourself, just by yourself, and do this album? And I think this is gonna be the lead single to her album. It's called Motivation. She dropped the video. I guess she's paying homage to Beyonce and J-Lo and Britney and all those girls from the early 2000s. 2000s, and I am here for it. This girl is super, super talented. I am so happy that we have a dark-skinned girl who was dominating pop music on the mainstream, and literally she can dance her ass off. Everybody knows that Normani was that bitch, okay? She was the dancer. Camila Cabello, she was the vocalist, okay? We all wanted to see her hit the notes, do the runs and that stuff, but we all wanted to watch Normani dance, and so I'm just really happy for her success. A lot of people are complaining because I guess they're saying she riding Beyonce coattails. She want to be Beyonce so bad, she want to do this. You got a lot of Beyonce haters out there. Their hating energy is being transferred to Normani because she wants to pay homage to the lady that has given her so much motivation, no pun intended. She has been inspiring to this little girl. Let Normani pay her respects. Speaking of Normani, she's going to be performing at this year's VMAs. This year, Normani's going to be performing. Missy Elliott is going to be performing, I think, because she's getting the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award. So shout out to Missy Elliott. She definitely deserves it. I've been listening to The Read, which is a podcast with Crystal and Kid Fury for like almost a year now. And every other episode, they've been campaigning for Missy Elliott to get this award. So it's definitely deserved. Missy is an icon out here in these streets. She's definitely has paved the way for all these little rapper chicks that are doing it today. She writes and produces for everybody in the game. Missy also has a EP out. I think it's either an EP or an album, something like that. It's called Iconology because she is an icon. Also performing, Meg Thee Stallion is going to be on the pre-show doing her thing. I would love to see a Meg Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj like performance collab. That would be cute. And then you also have Taylor Swift, who's supposed to be dropping her album Lover, which I'm actually not mad at Taylor this go around. I feel like she's been doing a lot of great things. She's standing up for the LGBTQIA plus and then some community. So I'm really happy for Taylor Swift. I'm not annoyed by her like a lot of other people are. I don't know. I mean, her music is pretty cute and she's cute and she's doing her thing. And yeah, so the VMAs are gonna be Monday. This video may come out on Monday. So I don't know if I'll do a review. I don't even know if I'm gonna watch it. I'm probably not gonna even watch it. Blac Chyna. I needed to sit for that because Blac Chyna, you are the epitome of a mess. When you go to the dictionary and you go to the M's and then you go to the MEs and then you see MESS, your photograph is right there on display to give people a good representation of what a mess looks like. You are the definition of a mess. This reality show is trash. It's entertaining, but it's trash. Blac Chyna, sweetie, you are doing this reality show and you're on here and you're trying to make music, but at this point I don't think a music career is even good for you because you can't even make a successful reality show. And ain't you supposed to be the executive producer? Like, what's really going on? So I just finished watching the episode where she's going on the Wendy Williams show, right? And this is her first television interview ever. She hired this new publicist named Freshie and he booked her for the Wendy Williams show. It's the morning of the show. They try to wake her up, get ready, try to do hair and makeup, do all this stuff, get prepared for the questions. And literally, as she's getting her hair and makeup done, she just goes crazy. She goes off, she's doing all this stuff. And I'm looking here watching it on Zeus. Like, what is the issue? She looks at her hair, she looks at the side of it, and she's like, what is this? What is going on? She looks in the mirror at her makeup. She hates her makeup. Just check this clip out.
Brush and beat it, which even is making me more upset, which made me start crying. So now let's wait another hour.
I'm always
on fucking time.
And I know that.
I pay people ahead of time.
Right, that's why I even said that.
I do all this shit before. So why the fuck would you stress me out and wake me up at 6 o'clock in the fucking morning? It wouldn't have to be there till 11:30. So now I'm gonna get there when the fuck I get there. Cause I'm gonna go cry in my Rolls Royce. Bye.
We just prepare for it.
Listen, I'm always on time with certain shit like this. Okay. When the fuck am I not?
Alright, so let's...
No, honestly, when am I not? Even when people told me that we're not gonna do it, and I still go up and beyond to get it fucking done. And I've been doing that with everything.
No.
Where's my car?
I think it's an Infinity. Is it an Infinity?
Change your settings.
Which one is my car?
Is it this right here?
Which one? Are you Ashton?
Girl, what are you doing? If you are paying $3.99 to get on Zeus to watch this, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? I don't understand, like, why is everything a subscription nowadays? Can we talk about that? Why is everything a subscription? Adobe, I can't even edit videos for YouTube without signing up for a subscription to use Adobe Premiere for $20 a month. Zeus is $3.99 a month. You gotta pay Netflix. Disney Plus, that's coming out. They're gonna have Lizzie McGuire. We're gonna talk about that later. Lizzie McGuire and all them Proud Family reboots and stuff like that. It's gonna be what? $10.99 a month. Not only do we have to pay subscription services for all this stuff to watch TV and edit videos, but it's all these people on Twitter and Instagram with OnlyFans accounts and just for fans and this, that, and the third. Now you gotta pay $20.99 a month for some nudes. You gotta pay for everything, and I'm just like who is really paying $20 a month for your nudes and for your feet pics? What's really going on? $20 a month to see you upload pictures of your toes. Are y'all really paying for that? Are y'all really paying for that? Like, really, first off, that's too much. Why do you think that your feet are worth more than Netflix? I just the thought of, like, if you really think about that, like, and I know a lot of people are paying it because I heard it was this one girl that was on Angela Yee's Lip Service. It's a podcast where they talk about like sex and relationships and love and stuff like that. And they were saying how one of the girl's friends has an OnlyFans account. You know, she be posting stuff on there or whatever, and she makes $30,000 a month. So it's lucrative. So I know y'all are paying to see them feet. I know y'all paying to see them toes. Okay, y'all nasty. But anyways, Blac Chyna, back to Blac Chyna. Okay, so yes, Zeus and Blac Chyna. They recently came out with these clips on Instagram of her fighting with Treasure. Every week on this show, it's Blac Chyna fighting with somebody. You have to have a little bit of drama to sustain a reality show. I understand that. But at a certain point in time, it gets toxic. I believe that Blac Chyna is toxic. I believe that everyone she surrounds herself with is toxic. I think Treasure is toxic. She's slow in the head. I feel like Jamal is also slow in the head. Jamal is supposed to be her manager that doesn't get paid. How are you managing somebody and not getting a check? Okay, first off, and it ain't like you're doing charity work because Blac Chyna got the money. Do you see her house? Do you see all them 10 cars in her garage? And he's slow in the head. He's the type of person where they will literally have a 28-minute argument. Okay, check the timestamp, 28 minutes on Zeus. A 28-minute argument about what questions are going to be asked at the Wendy Williams interview. Here comes Jamal. So yeah, what's the solution? What are we going to do? Because we haven't, boy, shut your ass. Just shut up, okay? We don't need you. You're not even getting paid. You're not even on payroll, so you can just be quiet. Then you got Freshie, who is just so unprofessional, leaving and doing all this type of stuff. Oh my God, I have a 28,000 square foot office. I'm a professional. I'm this, I'm that. I'm like, girl, good night. Freshie is a whole ass mess. And who else you got? You got Tokyo Toni. Okay. I don't know what has happened in Blac Chyna's childhood to make her act like this, but Tokyo Toni has passed down her toxic ways to her daughter, Blac Chyna. And now Blac Chyna is displaying her toxic ways to the entire world to just view and criticize. Where is the therapist to psychoanalyze these crazy ass people because they need it? And actually, if I was them, I would say, you know what, girl? I'm done. I cannot work for you. How do y'all as employees, Treasure, the best friend, Jamal, the manager, Freshie, the publicist, Ashton, I forgot about his ass, the assistant. He's the only one that I think has a little bit of sense. How y'all really gonna let this girl just yell and scream at y'all, call y'all names, and disrespect y'all like that, and ain't nobody checking her? What's really going on? So I kind of do get why Tokyo Toni, when she comes around, she be putting that bitch in her place because nobody else does. It's like she's a tyrant. The show is so dumb, and she's trying to do music. Girl, you can't even do a successful reality show until you could do a scene and edit it right to where it's not in real time. Like, these scenes be in real time, y'all. Like, they will literally put a whole 45-minute argument, and it's just like, so y'all not gonna edit this down? Like, y'all not just gonna put the most important parts and chop it up and give it to us in a nice 45-minute episode? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Moving on. I'm not gonna go into detail about this, but Katy Perry and CNN's Don Lemon, I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. They've both been hit with some sexual misconduct allegations. People are coming after them and they're suing their asses. Get it together. Katy Perry, I don't know if this is true that you were pulling down people's underwear and that you kissed a girl and liked it without her consent. consent, allegedly. Speaking of Katy Perry, I do love her music. I'm living for this era, this 70s look, the 70s hippie vibe. I love it. But moving on to Don Lemon of CNN's Tonight, you know, he's also has these sexual misconduct allegations or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know whether it's misconduct, whether it's assault, whether it's harassment. I don't know. When it comes to these sexual cases, allegedly, the lines are just very blurred. Apparently he was at a bar, a guy tried to come on to Don Lemon. Don Lemon was like, I'm good. I guess Don Lemon got a little drunk, came back to the man and was like, you know what, I'm actually gonna take you up on your proposition. What's good? Allegedly he started rubbing on his manhood, sniffed his fingers, put his fingers in the guy's face, and was doing all this stuff. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what's true. I don't know what's not. I would hope that Don Lemon wouldn't do something like this, but at the same time, it's 2019. You cannot put nothing past anybody these days. Nothing. I don't put nothing past anybody because everybody out here is doing all kinds of crazy stuff and everybody got demons in their closet. So I don't know. I would hope to think that Katy Perry and Don Lemon are innocent. I hope y'all are innocent because this is not a good look. I feel like at the core of these people, you guys are really good people. I hope you ain't out here acting foolish. Okay? Shout out to Ashanti. Speaking of CNN, Don Lemon, Anderson Cooper, and everybody else on the CNN team, I'm highly disappointed in how you guys are conducting business. If I had a little, I'm gonna use this as my gavel. I am going to sentence you guys. Y'all know I had to brush my hair. I am sentencing you guys to a year in prison for the way you guys are conducting business. CNN, what are you doing? That brings us to our next topic. I don't know what it is about CNN, and I guess it's cable news. You guys have to sprinkle a little bit of controversy in there. They do this thing where it's like they have the same pundits on every time, and it's just like, girl, what? I looked really slow when I just did that. Girl, what are you doing? They have this black guy and this white guy on there all the time. These pundits, these commentators. And one guy, of course the white guy is supporting and defending Trump no matter what he does. Trump literally can kill a person, and the white guy that they always bring on is going to defend Trump like, oh my God, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. Even though there's photographic evidence of him doing it. There's photographic evidence of him doing any and everything that they talk about on the news. And yet these pundits and these commentators and these people that they bring on, they're just dumb and they're stupid and they get paid to pick a side. Okay? Shout out to Nicki. They literally get paid to pick a side. And I just can't do it. I feel like as journalists, as a news organization, it's very irresponsible to bring commentators on that don't have no damn common sense. I don't like how they've been conducting their business because, first off, it's too much opinion. I thought Don Lemon and Anderson Cooper and all these other people, they were supposed to be hardcore hitting breaking news people, journalists, bringing us the truth, bringing us the facts. Even Cuomo. I think his name is Chris Cuomo. I know he has a brother, but I think it's Chris Cuomo who's on CNN. I just feel like they love to sprinkle their opinion in there sometimes. And I'm just like, well, y'all are supposed to be unbiased. I don't really care what Don Lemon thinks. I don't care what Anderson Cooper thinks. Just give me the facts. Just give me the truth and I will make my own decision. Too much extraness involved in it. And then at the debates, it was just a whole mess because the second round of Democratic debates, they literally give every candidate, when they ask them questions, they literally give every candidate 10 seconds to answer. How am I, Aaron V. Keenan, host of House of Aaron, star of Life of Aaron, how am I supposed to decide who I'm going to vote for if y'all only give them 10 seconds to answer a question and then it's rigged? So I don't really like how they be conducting the debates. I don't like how it's all this opinion going on with them. I don't like how they bring the same old dumb ass pundits who get paid to support Trump. The liberal person gets paid to not support Trump, and it just becomes this thing of it's stupid. Like, is this really how y'all feel? Is this really how y'all think? Like, or are you just getting paid to defend Trump? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Speaking of the 2020 candidates, I am officially endorsing Marianne Williamson. Yes, I am endorsing, I'm supporting Marianne Williamson this go round for the Democratic nomination because everything about her and everything that she speaks of and her message just speaks to my soul. It speaks to my spirit. I am her, she is me type of situation. We see each other. Yeah, I love this woman. I really, really, really love this woman because to me, her whole message is love. She has stated that, Trump harnesses hate for political purpose. And her campaign is all about harnessing love for political purpose. And at the end of the day, if you have love at the forefront of everything that you do, then everything else follows. The policy follows. I feel like Trump is the symbol for radical hate in this country. And I know Republicans and a lot of right rural people in the middle of America wanted a radical change, and they got that in Trump. And I feel like on the left side, on the liberal side, we need someone with just as much of that radical change that everyone wants so much, but we need to have someone who leads with love. I don't know if she's going to make it to the third round of debates. I know she has made the qualification for the 130,000 donors, so congratulations to her for that. But she has yet to meet 2% in 4 national polls. With that being said, her fate has been undecided in this campaign. But currently, I am reading her book, A Return to Love. It's reflections on the principles of A Course in Miracles. I actually have the Course in Miracles. It's on the floor right now, and I don't feel like going to get it. But this book is amazing. And basically the premise of the book is love. But as far as the other 2020 candidates, I'm feeling, okay, so Marianne is my number one choice. If she, doesn't make it for whatever reason, which shame on the mainstream news media who have constantly and consistently counted her out for whatever reason, as if y'all act like we don't have a literal delusional maniac idiot in the White House. But if she doesn't make it for whatever reason, Elizabeth Warren is my number 2 choice. My number 3 choice is Kamala Harris. And then my 4th and final choice would be Joe Biden. Joe Biden is last on my list. And everybody else, I don't really care for. I don't see nothing for them. But Joe Biden is last on my list. Well, first off, he's on the list because of his electability status. A lot of people think he's electable. A lot of people think that if you put him against Trump, he's gonna win. I hope that's the case, but I kind of feel like Joe Biden is a Hillary 2.0. I feel like he represents the establishment. He represents the status quo. He represents what's been wrong with America for forever. And I just kind of feel like if we elect him, then the Republicans and the radical right have a reason to just cast their ballot for Trump again, because it's just like, Joe Biden is just the same old, same old. And I think why Trump really resonated with a lot of people is because he represented change. He represented something that was outside of the status quo. And he definitely is running the place. He's really running this country into a muck. It is what it is. He's normalizing racism. He's normalizing bigotry. He is the antithesis of hatred in this country. I don't even know what that word means, but I felt like I just needed to use it. You have these kids in cages. He's separating people from their families at the border. He hates Mexican people. When he first got into office, he instituted this Muslim ban, banning these countries from entering the United States, who everybody knows their main, the national faith of the countries is Islam. The people are Muslim, and then you're banning them for whatever reason. But yet you have these white men who are domestic terrorists terrorizing our neighborhoods and our cities in the United States, and you don't want to do anything about it because your whole thing is all about the NRA. Why is the NRA at the center of policy in this country? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It's so unethical, I feel like, for a politician or anybody in government to be associated with them, because they clearly just want to make money. They want all the guns they can to be out in the streets, and people are dying. We need to do some type of gun control, some type of reform on guns, because there's no reason why all these people are dying. Trump, of course, is connected to that. The guy from El Paso who shot up the Walmart or whatever he shot up, posted a manifesto to the internet, 4chan or whatever that chat site is, laid out all his plans on how he was going to kill all these people. And of course, Trump was in it. He helped inspired it, because Trump's rhetoric is just a mess. He's on Twitter disrespecting immigrants, telling the 4 congresswomen of color to go back to their countries when 3 of the 4 were born in the United States. You big dummy. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And I feel like we definitely need a change. I don't know if Joe Biden is going to be the man to really put that plan into action. But you know what? Anybody on the Democratic side, I would be more happy with than President Agent Orange. Moving on. last but not least, well, this isn't the last thing. I'm not going to really talk about this that much because I feel like everybody kind of already has their opinion on it, and I feel like I can't sway people one way or another. But Jay-Z and Colin Kaepernick and this deal with the NFL, I'm going to just say this. Jay-Z, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, but I'm going to suspend. This is my gavel. I am going to suspend my judgment, my sentencing, until further notice because I feel like Jay-Z is not dumb. Just in case you don't know, okay? Jay-Z has a deal with the NFL where he's supposed to be tapping in talent for the Super Bowl and other performances for NFL events. They're also supposed to be constituting a lot of change and giving back to the community and getting involved with a lot of social justice reform. People are upset because Jay-Z has been a huge advocate of Colin Kaepernick when he kneeled in protest of this epidemic that's been happening in our country, which is police brutality. And of course, no NFL team wanted to sign Colin Kaepernick after that incident. But now Jay-Z has this deal with the NFL, which, like I said, I'm suspending my judgment. Okay, we're going to sentence Jay-Z a little later on because we just don't know. I feel like everybody has these opinions. He's wrong. He's this. He's a sellout. He's doing that. He's just going to be making more money for himself. Blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, we don't know what's in the deal. We don't know what Jay-Z is going to do. Only Jay-Z and the white men that were in the meeting know what the hell is going on. We have to wait and see. I feel like the focus of this conversation should be less on Jay-Z and Colin Kaepernick and more on the issue of police brutality. We have Eric Garner's killer, which was a cop, just now got fired years later for killing Eric Garner. That should be the focus. The fact that we still have an issue in this country with unarmed black men being killed by the government. Essentially, police officers are an extension of the government. The government is killing unarmed black men for no reason. And it's because of their unbiased. It's because of their unconscious racism. It's because we have a huge system in our country that is consistently counting us black men and women out. That should be the focus of the conversation, not Jay-Z, not Colin Kaepernick, not the NFL. Moving right along to lighter news. We're going to leave it off on this note because I want to know how y'all felt. I feel like I've been talking about a minute, okay? And I'm just so excited. The House of Aaron to be doing this channel. This is really my second time filming this video because the first time, like I said, it was a mess. It was a mess. Like, yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. This shadow, I'm still not over this shadow. I'm still not over this shadow. But last but not least, Disney Plus. Y'all know they coming for Netflix. Okay, Netflix. I'm scared for Netflix. I'm scared for Netflix. I'm scared for any other streaming service. I'm scared for Zeus. Okay, I'm not scared for Hulu because apparently Hulu and Disney Plus is doing like a partnership, which is smart on Hulu's behalf. Hulu said, we're not going to be trampled over. If we can't beat them, we're going to join them. Netflix, I'm scared for y'all because Disney is coming for y'all. Of course, they're going to have everything classic Disney on there. All the classic stuff, all the cartoons, everything from Disney Channel, everything from Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel, anything Disney related, ESPN, ABC Family, everything. It's going to be on Disney Plus. Not only that, but they're doing a lot of new stuff. So they're rebooting. Y'all, what? Did y'all hear that? It was just like this rush of rain just came down. So y'all know they doing the reboot of the Proud Family with Penny Proud and all of them. As long as it features the Destiny's Child and Solange theme song and they hire Paula J. Parker as the mama, I'm all cool and dandy. They're going to be doing a reboot of Lizzie McGuire. I'm excited. Lizzie McGuire, I feel, Hilary Duff, to me, is the original face of Disney Channel. Like, she is Disney. Lizzie McGuire is Disney. So I'm really happy about that. And then they're also doing a High School Musical series, okay? On the Instagram post, it was just like, this is not a sequel. This is not a reboot. This is not a remake. This is the start of something new, okay? So excuse the hell out of me. I also saw that they're doing this Cruella movie. Black Panther 2 is coming out. They have Frozen 2 coming out. Disney is just doing the damn thing. I'm excited for it. I'm happy about it. But I'm just kind of scared to see what's going to happen with Netflix because everybody's going to be giving their coins to Disney. And I'm also kind of confused because I just feel like, are we going to remake and reboot every single Disney thing? Like, it's kind of like, when does it end? Okay, they've done Aladdin and The Lion King and they did Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast and now they're doing Ariel and this is like, it's whatever. So that's pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about today. Thank you guys for joining me on the House of Aaron. I'll be coming to you guys with more videos every single week. I'm going to be consistent. I'm not going anywhere. The reason why I have not been vlogging is because I actually will talk about that in a separate video. It's going to be on the Life of Aaron page. So definitely follow me on all of my social media pages. My Instagram is Aaron E. Keenan. My Twitter is Aaron E. Keenan. And of course my vlog channel, which is Life of Aaron. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll be back next week for more talk. All right. So I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to create a great day. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and don't forget to create a great day. Mwah.